In the weeks leading up to Indonesia's February 14th elections, voters have been inundated with manipulated video and audio or deepfakes of politicians, like this video of the late Indonesian President Suharto spread via social media. Fact-checkers like Santi Indra Astuti of the Indonesian anti-defamation community, Mafindo for short, say the use of generative artificial intelligence is what sets disinformation campaigns apart in 2024.
During the 2014 elections, most of the hoaxes were used to discredit the opposing candidates. In 2019, hoaxes began to discredit election organizers. While in 2024, we've seen an even more bizarre escalation to discredit the whole democratic process.
On its website, Turnback Hoax, Mafindo revealed a deepfake phone conversation in which Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle boss Megawati Soekarno-Putri harshly reprimands presidential candidate Ganjar Pranowo. Other videos show presidential hopefuls Anies Baswedan and Prabowo Subianto fluently speaking Arabic, which none of them do in reality, to appeal to the nation's Muslim voters.
Hoaxes are no longer just to discredit opponents, but some seem intended to glorify their chosen candidate.
The U.S. has just started primary elections ahead of general elections in November, and already AI is posing a challenge. In one doctored robocall, President Joe Biden appears to encourage Democrats to stay home from the polls.
AI-generated media, from robocalls to deepfake audio to campaign ads, are being featured in almost every election that we're seeing, both in the end of 2023 and now into 2024. So I think this is becoming the new norm for our political and electoral landscape.
Most voters who spoke to VOA say they're not confident that they can tell deepfakes and real content apart.
So we're just hoping that the news does their job.
It is probably going to be next to impossible to really stop.
Safeguards are being put in place at the federal level. President Biden signed an executive order in October urging government agencies to issue guidelines designed to protect consumers from AI hoaxes. But such measures have not been that effective, Gorman says.
Right now, there is no requirement that actually we have to label that piece of content is AI generated, even if it is a piece of content used for a political campaign or political mis and disinformation.
AI company Deep Media, contracted by the U.S. Department of Defense to detect deepfakes, estimates 500,000 deepfake audio or video clips were spread globally through 2023. Analysts fear that will only go higher during this politically charged year. Valdia Baraputri, VOA News, Washington.